Hello, welcome to Die Rollin. I'm the ever excitable Adam, and today I'm unboxing Undaunted 2200 Callisto. This is a new game in the Undaunted series, which were, I believe, World War II games. I've never played any of them, but this one really kind of jumped out at me. The sci-fi setting just looks pretty cool. So you've basically got these miners on one side and then the Earth kind of defense force on the other side, and one side, suppressing the other, and there's a big rebellion, all that kind of stuff. Artwork looks fantastic on this. Okay, so we've got a ton of cardboard in here. So to begin with, we've got all these kind of tokens here. So these are your counters for all your different units. We've got our control tokens over here, and then some various different kind of unique kind of buildings and tokens that we use for stuff in your game, as well as some doors. So these are all there, which card they reference, and also their defense values. But yeah, so you get loads in there. On the other side, we've got their suppressed side. And are these double-sided? Yeah, so these are double-sided as well. So one side you've got building, other side bunker, comms, escape pod. So lots of different options there. And these are kind of control markers on this side. Then we get down to our actual standees. So we've got vehicles for the miners, and then mechs for the kind of Earth security forces. All look really cool, lovely artwork there. Some civilians up there. Some numbers. These are to say which kind of part of your forces they belong to. There's a 1 and a 2. This is for the solo mode. It tells you down there. Yeah, and then there's our initiative token there as well. Okay, so I'm gonna have to kind of zoom out a little bit for the boards. So you get 4 boards with this, which are basically 8 different maps. So I'm gonna have to do a bit of a flyby there. Nice size board. So on here as well, they give you all the kind of troops and stuff you'd be using. Some really nice kind of terrain here as well. Lovely kind of setting, which is like a mining colony. We've also got some more here. Another big map. And then we've got like 2 different things here. But they are connected by the looks of it. Intriguing. And on these maps, you've got stuff like where the people forces start. So it looks like on this particular scenario, you've got 2 different areas which your forces are fighting in. That's pretty cool. You've got internal areas as well where mechs can't actually go in there. You've got things like elevated terrain you have to worry about. You've got doors that can be unlocked through these kind of areas on here. You've got victory point kind of markers here, so you get more victory points if you're in the 1s and the 2s. Some places give you an additional defense bonus. And some places started off with the kind of control markers on them, saying that they've been scouted out. And you can't actually move your troops onto an unscouted place, which I think is pretty interesting. Here's another one. So another big map there. Another interior location. And then our very last one here as well, which I think that's the very first scenario, maybe. And we've got one with bridges on here as well. So yeah, that's the different boards. Really impressive. Looking forward to taking a look at that. We've got dice, so we've got different dice depending on what elevation you're on. So if you're firing from below, you're going to be rolling this red dice. On the same kind of level, you're rolling black dice. And if you're rolling from above, you get height advantage, you get a D12. D12? Yeah, D12. We've got these little standees for the different standees you're going to be using, as well as these kind of little rubber markers to show when they're suppressed, because you can't flip those tokens over because they're standees. Right, so you get a deck of cards here with all your different forces in here. So we get nail gunners here, and they've all got a different kind of portrait there, because all these guys make up your unit, which is pretty interesting. We've got a squad leader, scanner, hewer. And the letter there represents the kind of token you're going to be using as well. So blasters, disruptors. And you'll notice they all have their own abilities here and also initiative values at the top there. So drill crew, these are people who are going to be used for the kind of the standees. We have interference, which are kind of like dead cards in your hand. You don't really want to have those. You can use these for initiative, but yeah, they're pretty crappy. You don't really want to have them. And we got another deck of cards right here. Supervisor, squad leaders, scanners, hewers again, blaster, so yeah, lots of really cool. And the artwork just looks fantastic. They've done such a good job. I honestly cannot wait to get this to the table. There is a solo mode in this, which doesn't look like it is too kind of difficult to run. Sometimes these solo games are, the solo kind of options are just kind of stuck on, but this really looks like they've really developed it. Gunners, commanders, navigators. So these are for anything with an A on, that's for the Artemis kind of mech. And all these mechs have various different people kind of controlling them. Obviously, the Earth forces have some better kind of capabilities with mechs. We've got some drones as well there, loads of interference. And the miners, of course, just using whatever comes to hand. Captain, sergeant, corpsec, scouts, mercs, stalkers, more corpsecs, more scouts, more mercs, more stalkers, and some navigators and gunners for the Artemis. That's all the cards in there. Then we've got a couple of rule books in here as well. Let me just show you the actual kind of tray there. So it all goes back in there lovely by the looks of it. So let's start off. We have the rule book, which honestly, I've already read this online and it is a doddle. It's a real breeze. This game seems very intuitive. But you've got like 22 pages to learn there, and there's some rules for 4-player on there, and a quick reference for a 2-player in there. We then have the scenario book, which goes through all the different scenarios you're going to be going through, and all these represent a different board. So you can play these like one-off kind of encounters if you want to, or you can do a campaign, which sounds fantastic. Then we have a solo rulebook, and this is a thick so-and-so. And what you're getting here is you're basically getting scenarios for both sides. So I believe it's the same scenario, but you're just going against the different forces. So you can basically, yeah, go up against the breakers or the LFA. And that's it. That's everything you get inside Undaunted 2200 Callisto. I cannot wait to get into this. It looks so fun. So yeah, stay tuned. The channel will be filming a bunch of stuff for this. This wasn't a review copy. This is a game I picked up because it just looked so good. So yeah, just watch this space, I guess. Have you played Undaunted games before? Let me know in the comments below what I can expect. Have you played this game before? Are you looking forward to seeing this game in action? Let me know in the comments below. And this evening, whilst I'm having a bit of time to myself, I will probably try and get this out and have a bit of a solo go, just because I really want to. I've been the ever excited Adam. Until next time, stay safe or die rolling.